Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So happy to see everyone on. So tonight, I wanted to talk about what women need from their men that they may not be able to ask for. Because I think it's important that men know that we do need them and that, Shalom, Brother Jermaine, and there are a lot of things that we need that we may not feel comfortable asking for because of the position that history has put us in. And so, Shabbat Shalom, Sister Austral. And I also want to talk about why we've been strong for way too long. And the fact that we've been broken and that we're looking for a good handyman that can help us to overcome and build us up. So, I know I don't have all the answers for what women need from their men. So women, feel free to chime in and add in what you would like from your man or things that you've heard your friends say they need but may not know how to ask for. In terms of what I have witnessed is that we as Black women, we have been put in a position of being the man for way too long. We have been in a position of being strong, being like an Amazon, ready and willing to fight the battles of our people over and over again. Meanwhile, not feeling as though we have the full support of our men at all times. And when I say full support, we as Black women seem to be gaslit. When we walk out the door, we are being told why that we are somehow not as feminine, that we are somehow argumentative, that we are angry, that all these negative attributes. Meanwhile, we may not feel as though we have the support of our brothers to stand up and say, no, you will not speak of my women that way. Whether we're there present or not, we need that type of support from my men to say, that we know that you have our back in any instance, that, you're not going to allow anyone to step to us. And I do mean anyone. And you won't allow anyone to get out of line, especially someone who is trying to berate your Black woman or any Black woman for that instant. But especially your Black woman, and I'm talking about, someone at work, someone in the street, or even some, I hate this term, but female who's trying to be slick and smile at you. You won't let her step to me either. You will make it known without, in no uncertain terms that I have her back. And I believe that's something that we as women need from our men to be able to realize our full potential. And the ironic thing about being a woman or being a man and living in our feminine and masculine energy, for a woman to achieve her full potential as a feminine woman and to feel like a woman, she needs that from her man. And vice versa, in order for a man to reach his full potential and to feel like a man, he needs that from his woman. And that is something that we have to take into consideration when we are dealing, when we're in a relationship, or when we are seeking to be in a relationship, that we're coming from a position of weakness in a way, because of what history has done to our people as a whole, as a community, and that we need for our men to realize that we are being broken down on a continual basis. And even if we feel like we've been warriors for the black man, sometimes we don't feel as though the black man has always been a warrior for us, calling down any type of attack on the black woman. We also need you. We also need you to be there for us mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. We need you to be there for us financially. We need to know that in every aspect that you have our back. We need to know that it is okay for us to be the woman. It is okay for us to be weak. It is okay for us to cry, to look for your support, and that we know that it's going to be there. Be it, we need something from you material-wise, such as money and financial support, or we need just a shoulder to cry on. We need to know that you are with us. Another thing that we need and is not often given is that you listen to us. We're here to be your helpmate, but we can't be your helpmate if you're not willing to listen to us and know that we are on your side. We're always on your side. We're always rooting for you. We're rooting because when we root for you, we're rooting for ourselves. And we do want you to know that we need a man to be there to protect us physically. We need you to just stand up and stand strong. We need you to be assertive. We need you to assert your authority, but also take responsibility for the outcomes, and know that you are going to stand strong in what you've decided. Instead of, what I've seen a lot of is that certain men want a woman to be submissive to him, and he wants her to submit and to do what he believes is best, but he doesn't want to take responsibility for what's going to happen. And he doesn't want to be the one to put things back together. Instead, and I've seen in some cases where black men are afraid to assert themselves because they have been torn down so much. But I'm here to tell you, black men, that the more you push forward, the more you assert yourself and be willing to take the responsibility for the authority that you want to claim, we are more than willing to allow you to take that position in our lives if you were going to take it, and take it with everything in you. So I wanted to leave it open for others to add what they believe is needed, and so we can have an open conversation, because I think it's something that's important for us to talk about amongst ourselves. What is it that you need from me as a man talking to a woman, and what is it that I need from you as a woman speaking to a man, or a husband to a wife? What is it that we can do for each other, because we're already at a disadvantage in terms of knowing how to speak to each other based on our sex, and then we're coming from broken backgrounds of post-traumatic slave syndrome, as coined by, I believe, Dr. Joyce DeGroy, where we're starting off as broken people, and we need to be cognizant of that, and to understand that when you're dealing with someone who is broken, they're going to need your help. They're going to need more support from you. They're going to need more reassurance from you that you have their back, and they're going to need for you to be in it for the long run. Let's see. Also says, yes, we need to feel secure with our men, husbands, fiancés, but we also need to be supportive for them as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of times I believe black men have been broken down, and black women have also been broken down to the point where it's sometimes not easy to be supportive of one another. It's sometimes easier to point fingers and to think about blame, but at this point in time, it doesn't even matter who's to blame. It doesn't matter what happened. What matters is, you know, going forward, are you all in? Are you all in? And that's pretty much all I have.
Amen. Well, thanks, babe.
Sister Sonia has her hand raised. Yes, Sister Sonia? Would you like to say something?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yes, I'm sorry. It was too much to try to type on this phone. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that spoke this evening. I am so blessed. And I thank you for this whole evening. But I wanted to add to all the things that you just said so eloquently, is that as a female, I am excited the day that I can let my guard down and I can exhale, because we have that provider, we have that protection, we have those men that adore us and are dedicated, and they acknowledge us, as you said. And I'm happy to see when we do have men of color, of our brothers, that do speak up and take care of us, but it's just sometimes just not enough. And we do want to be that woman. I myself raised, my boys to be as men, is from a female perspective, and thank goodness their fathers in their life. But, it's just a great feeling when you have a man who can do the things that you spoke on tonight, and some of the things that some of the persons have put in the message. And again, I just thank you for this afternoon, and I thank you for the men that gave the word and sharing with us, and I look forward to many more blessings. Thank you all.
Thank you. I love what you said. And thank you, Sister Kenya, also for said, thank you for carrying our message to the men. Amen.
Is it Kenya?
And Jermaine says, amen, all great talking points. Thank you so much, brother.
I think that's Kenya.
Did anyone else have anything they want to add? Well, if not, thank you so much, everyone, and I enjoyed. Oh, let me see. Amen. Sister Austral says, let's see. Said, amen, Minister Maya. Thank you for your insight. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Beautiful. And thank you for allowing me to speak with you tonight.
All right, thank you, babe. We'll listen to one more song, and then we'll get ready for the last message and get ready to take our leave. Thank you, everybody, for being on with us.